Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel, Blockade Boys. This job started like a lot of other ones. The deck was sagging, they were getting water standing in their yard and pooling. There was water coming in the corner of the foundation beside the rear entry door. What we did find is, and they'd mentioned it, was that a landscaper had installed a French drain to help divert the water, but the problem being is in this country we have frost, and frost goes to the 4-foot level and water can't flow in a frozen weeping tile that is 16 inches below the soil level. If you're going to put in a French drain, you have to go in below frost, which is typically 4 feet. Which is, it's commonly done, but maybe not so commonly installed at the proper depth. What we did was excavate, repair the crack on the exterior, and backfill it with washed rock. In this photo you can see our waterproofing that runs from the underside of the siding right down and goes across the top of the footing so that any water that would migrate to the foundation would hit that membrane, travel down, and travel right to the weeping tile without even being in contact with the foundation itself. To deal with the pooling, we created a swale around from the backyard right around the side of the house and out to the front. The city ditch in the back would overflow in the spring and flood their yard. There was a couple other problems. The yard had been built up. There was a layer of topsoil about 18 inches down. Then there was a cap of clay, and then the topsoil on top of it. And what had happened is the water from the ditch would migrate through the thin layer cap, get into the topsoil, and when they put the French drains in, they actually created a flow straight to the house from the ditch outside. So rather than correcting the problem, they added to the problem. For hardscaping, we added a paving stone sitting area deck with a slight transition. Concrete curb was poured. That made up for the little bit of swale work we had to do from one side to the other. It was a bit of a transition. And with the hardscape finished and all the grade work complete, topsoil was installed, borders were put in for the bark, and the sod was laid. I'm not really sure whether the photos do it justice, but there was quite a large swale at the back, about 5 feet off the paver deck. And it would take the water from what would be the south right to the north side of the property, and then down the north side of the property to the front of the property. And now a few artsy photographs of the landscaping. The fence was not replaced. We did some repairs on it. It was left for a following year.